Welcome back, Love Stylers. I'm Misty. Today we're going to be talking about the carnivore diet and how it ages you in reverse. Yes, it does. I know that's a big statement to make, but hear me out. We're eating meat. This is a primal thing. This is the way it's supposed to be. And it's not a moral issue. You can eat meat from ethical sources like we try to do. You may not be able to do that every time. We have to work with what we have. We have to try to improve ourselves from the inside out. And I just want to add this about the youthfulness. It's not all about looks, people. Do you have a playful attitude? You know, a playful attitude is almost like flirting with the universe, being happy to be alive, talking to others in a cheerful manner, radiating love when you walk in the room, and it just spreads out to other people. Youthfulness is from the inside out. Some people are 80 years old and they're still youthful in the way their attitude is towards life. If you start to clean up your diet and you eat carnivore, for example, or even keto, or some people call it meat-heavy keto, these things start to happen naturally. You don't have to try. It's just something that happens. And youthfulness is not only skin deep, is what I'm trying to say here. Be playful, laugh, enjoy every single moment that you are here. Be present. And don't take life so seriously. There's some things we can't change, but let's change the things we can. And right now we're talking about eating better. I want to thank everybody for subscribing, liking, and sharing. We're past 100 subscribers. I'm very excited. And if it's your first time here at Love Style, I want to say welcome. And we talk a lot here about making improvements in your life through pursuing your arts and becoming your best version. And the topic of the day is the carnivore diet. I have never felt better than I feel since I started the carnivore diet 10 months ago. I lost 55 pounds in 8 sizes. Took me 3 years on a combination of the keto diet for 2.5 years, and now actually add 10 months to that for the carnivore diet. So I feel a lot better. This is working for me. Eating a lot of meat. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist or a health coach. I like to motivate people. When something works for me, I want to help other people. So if you haven't tried the carnivore diet, if you've stalled on keto, this is a much easier diet. Check out my video from last week about how carnivore is easier than keto, and I will stand by that. It is much easier. So we eat meat. Some of us have some dairy and eggs, butter. If you like these foods, you'll probably love the carnivore diet. But the things I want to talk about is aging in reverse. Aging in reverse means you're looking younger every day. Your skin is getting more taut, more tight. Your body may be shrinking, and there's less inflammation in your body when you eat more meat. This is just something that happens. You can digest meat very, very easily. I think we have it in our heads that it's hard to digest, but it is not hard to digest. It flows through the body very easily. I can attest to this. And it helps some of us get off of our medications. I was able to get off of my medication for high blood pressure a year or two ago with the combination of keto into carnivore. So you can also get off your medication if you dial in the keto diet just right. So these are both ketogenic diets. They're not that different. The carnivore is a little bit more extreme when you see the results. I'm going to talk about 3 things that we value most in this life. Number 1, of course, is health. That's obvious. You wouldn't be here if you weren't interested in improving your health. And carnivore can help you do that, so can keto. And just cleaning up your diet a bit and your lifestyle a bit. Number 2 is youth. We all want to feel young. We all want to even look young. And we should be behaving young too, in my opinion, when it comes to the times where you don't have to be so professional. And number 3, most important thing we value in life is time. We have a bank of time. It is limited. Time is just an illusion. If you really want to get spiritual about it, we'll cover that in a minute. So number 1 is health. If you eat meat, you become healthier. If you concentrate on that being the bulk of your diet, I promise you, even though I am not a doctor, I am not qualified to promise you on paper anything, but I'm going to tell you what happened to me. I lost 55 pounds and 8 sizes with a combination of the keto and carnivore diet for the last 10 months on carnivore. And I really am aging backwards from the inside out. Even my attitude is different now. I do not get mad at things I used to get mad at. I am not inflamed. I don't feel fat all the time after I eat. I don't get tired after I eat. I'm trying to get more sleep, of course, and more water, still working on both of those. But health is first. Let's get off some medications. You can get off of your medication like I did when I had to take high blood pressure medication from cleaning up your diet. And the carnivore diet cleans it up just even faster. Inflammation is one of those words, especially in the diet community, that's a little tough to understand, but I describe it very simply as feeling fat, feeling bloated. You know, when you go on a diet and people say, oh, well, I lost 40 pounds in the first 3 months, people always say, well, that's just water weight. They're actually right. That's how much water you're holding for nothing. When you start eating meat, if you transfer over to the carnivore diet, you lose inflammation like crazy. And that water weight, that puffiness goes away. I used to be really puffy from eating a lot of vegetables. I may be more sensitive than the average person, and sometimes people use the carnivore diet to get through a stall or do a cleansing of their body to get more of that water weight out of their body. Just a side note here on health, because then it's going to lead into my next point, which is youth. There is nothing more attractive than somebody who is healthy, who radiates happiness and love when they walk into a room because they love themselves so much and they treat their body like a temple. It is the vessel that God gave us. Let's treat it like a temple the best we can. Let's appreciate the body that is self-healing. We do not need medication. I fully believe this from the bottom of my heart. If you listen to Joe Dispenza, you'll understand he healed himself. He wasn't going to walk again. He did it with his mind, body, and soul. My point is, there's nothing more attractive than a happy soul. You don't have to be so gorgeous on the outside. We all have our flaws. And when we look in the mirror, we're hard on ourselves. But the attractiveness of feeling good, being healthy, feeling like you're aging in reverse is something I can't even explain how good it feels. It's like you're so happy to be alive, and it radiates out from you, and your aura or your auric field just spreads to the other people around you. It's very intoxicating, and it's very, very attractive. This is how people meet their soulmates. They radiate the love they feel for themselves, and somebody matches that frequency. And this is how love is made. I'm getting deep here, Misty. Misty, you're so deep today. I am deep. And this is called Love Style for a reason. This is what we like to talk about from time to time. So my number 2 important thing in life that we find very valuable as humans is youth. This ties into number 1, which is health. We all want to feel younger. back in the day, you felt like $1,000,000 if you were eating kind of okay. Back when you're younger, if you have some packaged food, some refined sugars, some alcohol, if you notice it didn't affect you like it affects you today if you're a little bit older. I'm in my 40s, I'm 48, and I can't do those things anymore. I have to really clean it up to enjoy the rest of my life, and I plan on doing so. And I started with the carnivore diet. I feel like I'm aging in reverse in so many ways. Cellulite reduction. Cellulite ages you, especially women. We have quite a bit of cellulite that, prevents us from wearing shorts. Like myself, I really don't like wearing shorts until that's gone. It's not gone yet, and we would love to just wear whatever we want, but sometimes you show some cellulite. Let's get rid of the cellulites and age backwards. Start looking younger. Your skin gets more taut when you start eating more meat, and for me, less vegetables. And you lose some of the lines around your eyes. You don't have the big bags under your eyes. You start to look younger. You start to feel younger inside. You feel very balanced. And youthfulness is something we want to hold on to with all of our might. If you try carnivore for a short time, or if you just want to extend that and keep going, I do think you're going to find you will feel younger and you will start to look younger. Take some pictures. If you don't believe me, I can show you some pictures here of a few years ago when I looked older, even though I was 10 years, 5 years younger. It's very strange to me. It makes me very, very happy to know that you can heal your body and you can eat the things we are supposed to eat, which I feel is meat at this time. And think about what you want when you're hungry. You smell the grilled meat. You don't smell carrots on the grill when you're walking by somebody's yard and say, can't wait to go home and eat some carrots. You smell meat. It's a natural thing. And this is the way I feel is the natural way we were supposed to eat. And I'm finding it very helpful for being youthful as long as I can be. The third thing I want to talk about today, so you can age in reverse by maybe trying the carnivore diet, is time. Time. I think it's an illusion. We created time, us humans, a long time ago to try to organize our life in such a way, and it is very useful, but time is kind of a strange, vague concept. Supposedly there's no past, there's no future, there's only now. I like the idea of now. I'm trying to get into my being present these days. It's a little tricky, I have to admit. I think about the future quite a bit, and you want to make plans and goals, but time is almost like a bank that us humans have. We only have so much of it, or so we think. It's like a bank account. Let's say we have 100 years to work with. Let's not waste our time. Why do you think they call it spending time? Because you're spending it. You're using it. It does remind me of a bank account. Let's keep the numbers high in our time/bank accounts and enjoy every single moment the best we can by living healthy. You want to make sure you get your water, your salt, and your sleep in there so you can extend your life and have lots of time to do the things that you want to do, to be with the loved ones you want to be with, to enjoy every moment, savor every moment. Don't be a grouch either, A lot of people are critical, and of course I'm guilty of this. I'm very critical in my thinking sometimes. I have my judgments. This should be this way. This person should act that way. I cannot control any of that. I'm trying to hone it in and think about the time I have here. Let's spend it doing loving things, being playful, enjoying each other, and eating healthy so we can spend more time doing the things we want to do. Pursue your art, of course. You know, we want to thank you for tuning into Lifestyle and listening to our music. Andrew and I have a group together, Black Eyed Soul, that's our music group. And it's just the two of us. And I would like more time to create more. And that's what I like to do. And Andrew and I do it together. And the more time I have to do that, the more fun I'm going to have. That's what makes me happy to be alive. Check us out. If you haven't yet, our new album is coming out soon. So to wrap this up, I want to just mention the fundamentals of aging in reverse. If you want to try carnivore, I have had great success myself. So you want to make sure if you try carnivore, you get in your meat, your eggs, and your fats, which is butter for me. That just makes it easy to call it butter. There's other fats you can include, but butter is accessible. Get the grass-fed if you can. Get regular butter, do not get margarine. And stick to meat, eggs, cheese, and butter. And I know it sounds backwards. We're talking about aging backwards. It sounds backwards, like, Misty, how are you going to lose weight if you're eating all that fattening sounding stuff? You will. You'll lose weight. It's the craziest thing ever. The world has flipped upside down, in my opinion. Everything I've been taught, I'm starting to rethink. And this carnivore diet has proven to me that maybe I should rethink things I've been taught. And I will end with this last tip. Make sure you get the trifecta, the other trifecta. Water, salt, sleep. Water, salt, sleep. You gotta get these three right, or at least as close as you can to right. 7 to 8 glasses of water a day. That's old school. That is one thing I do still believe. You want to get your pink Himalayan salt in your life. Some people say 2 teaspoons a day is a good place to be. I say go according to your taste. Include pink Himalayan salts that has all of the electrolytes you need to start this. And sleep. I started going to bed at 9. I'm loving the sleep. It seems like when you sleep more, and there's proof to this as well, that you will lose weight faster. This is a fact. Keep your water, salt, and sleep up. Eat your meat, eggs, and dairy if you like dairy, and butter, of course. And if you are so bold, I want you to try the carnivore diet. Please hit me up. Let me know in the comments any questions you may have. Let me know how it's going for you if you've started. And I want to thank you for tuning into Lifestyle today. Let's start aging backwards. I don't know anybody who doesn't want to age backwards. There's nothing more attractive than youth, health, and of course, you'll have more time. Peace out.